over to the classy Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Brooklyn, New York, introducing an acclaimed two-time middleweight champion of the world, known as the Miracle Man, Daniel JACOBS. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Bolton, England, here is the Olympic silver medalist, one of Britain's youngest ever professional world champion, a unified 140-pound champion of the world, introducing Amir King Khan.
Well, I hope you brought your sunglasses. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Nice counter punch. These two were made for each other. Have you ever danced with the devil under the pale moonlight? That's what these two men are about to go through as they've been talking so much trash on social media. It's time to settle the score. Nice counter. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. Both men step back for just a moment. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? There's the counter shot. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Both men step back for just a moment. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy he's got to do? What do we expect to see here in round two? Counter punching. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
He just misses with that jab. Exchanges from both men in this round. He just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. Nice job landing with that right hand counter. He blocks that jab. In these middleweight type of fights, Johnny, you're obviously not going to see the speed you see in some of the lighter divisions or the power you see in some of the heavier divisions, but you sort of get the best of both worlds.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain...
Oh boy, the Miracle Man now in some trouble. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about it.
Relax, relax.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Lands with the right counter. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Neither man really defending themselves. That left counter punch will score. Nice exchange here from both men. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. You'd like to see more jabs. He missed with that jab. And he misses with that jab. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. That was almost.
I like that round. Good.
There's the bell for round 4. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
He threw the hook, didn't land. His jab just got blocked. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
These two are the perfect dance partners. He misses with that jab. Nice counter shot. He blocks the right hook. Nice counter shot with the right hand. Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. It's all offense all the time. And a counter left. Amir Khan backing up. And down goes Amir Khan.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The corner hasn't thrown in the... Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. Good counter left hand there. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Got out of the way of that right hook. Nice counter shot. Nice exchange here from both men. That left counter was perfectly timed. Both men step back for just a moment. Good left counter that lands. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
A perfect counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And a round that seemed like it.
Come on.
On to the 6th round. And he just missed with that left jab. We've seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, someone can take you out with a simple jab. It can be intimidating, just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. That counter shot lands. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. This is certainly an aggressive fighter, but that doesn't always mean success. How many times have you seen a fighter chase a superior athlete around the ring and just, oh boy, Amir Khan saves! A much better game plan here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. JACOBS. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. His legs are gone, but round 7, here we go. Missed him with that uppercut. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that? Good counter punch. Neither man really defending themselves. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower, calm, because if you panic, you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Another scoring shot there. Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here. Round 8, and we're off again. You'd like to see more jabs. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
Some fighters are just gifted with hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
He just misses with that big right hand. He misses with that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. From this moment forward, let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. Going back to life now, starting to land some punches. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you? Good right hands. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to sort of actually outbox a fight and beat them on points. They score again with the left hand. This round could go either way, 10 seconds to go.
What a huge momentum swing. This is the 10th. Unlucky to miss with that jab. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way through a fight.
Through the left uppercut, but it misses. Can't find a home with that jab. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Sometimes when you have a fight
Amir Khan backing up. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. A borderline disastrous round, but he's still on his feet.
How are they going to revive him?
On that stool. Don't let him get back into this fight. It's so important now in this first minute. Yeah.
And there's the bell to start round 11. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. Fantastic punch. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Nope, that jab not going to score. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Just gets out of the way of that left hand. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just is... And down he goes! What an upset this could be as Khan is down!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. You've got to wonder how big of a... And there's the bell to start round 12. Misses with the jab. Insane action. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Both men step back for just a moment. Neither man really defending themselves. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, Johnny, it was a very close fight until the end. In the end, we get a split decision.
These guys are doing their job right. I'd have called it exactly as that. You know, I might have been around that or two, but these guys have got it right. Well even fight, even match. I'd have noted that as well.